Well, I didn't want to try to do the same thing as on the record because I just felt like with electric guitars it would kind of fall flat and it wouldn't maintain the same. You know, it's the prettiest sad song I think I ever wrote. You know, or the happiest sounding sad song I ever wrote. You know.
Every word I say is in dispute.
We had acoustic bass and acoustic guitars and mandolin on that, and it seemed kind of artificial to try to recreate that with electric instruments and a full drum kit and whatever. So I wanted to do something different, and there's other songs on the album I think we're going to try that with, is trying, you know, completely different arrangements just to see if we can bring something else out of the song. The house, we recorded it at the house that Ryan and I live in Slaterville. It's this old converted barn, and there's 2 apartments, and then 3/4 of the house is unfinished space, and the top 2 floors of this huge room with vaulted ceilings and this opening in the floor with the stairway. And so we recorded all the basic tracks in that room, ran cables and everything downstairs around the corner in this hallway, and there was a control room down there where Billy was, and we recorded all the basic tracks in there in the fall. And then when it got too cold, because there was no heat over there, we moved everything into the 3rd bedroom in my apartment and did all the overdubs. The only thing we recorded outside of there was Mary's vocals at their place. So it was completely recorded in-house, and that gave us the ability to take more time, you know, getting the sounds we wanted, being a lot more relaxed about doing takes and overdubbing and you know, trying different things.
As you know, I've been hired to produce the record.
It was really, really important to have Billy's perspective as an accomplished songwriter himself and engineer. The main thing that he helped us with was keeping focused on thinking about the album as a whole, and how the songs were going to fit together and how the different pieces were going to fit together. You know, we really wanted to make an album that from beginning to end was a solid statement of some sort. On a more specific point, you know, he helped us streamline some of the arrangements in a lot of cases. You know,
so I kind of suggested that they cut some of the guitar solos down and like maybe put choruses at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like redo the chorus one more time at the end of the songs, just like make them more song-like as opposed to like open-ended jam.
And that was an important perspective to have, you know, and so it was a lot of fun to work with him.
I know for you to.
Well, when I'm writing, usually the songs will come together really, really quickly. In my head, even if I haven't had a chance to sit down at a guitar and work them out, you know, I'll have, now more than ever, I'll have the bulk of the arrangement, or into the melody and whatever in my head, and even some of the lyrics before I ever even sit down at the guitar. What those guys do is they catch on really, really quickly to where I'm headed with a song, or what I'm trying to get at, you know, and that's happened more and more as we've played together a lot, and it happens more and more where they start to just fall in and find their own place within the songs, and really start to bring things out of the songs dynamically or rhythmically or melodically or harmonically that just really, really add to the songs and just bring them to life. And that's some of my favorite songs on this new record are things that we hadn't been playing live, where I demoed acoustically a few songs, and they went away and listened to them for a couple weeks and came in, and we just started hashing them out and recorded them soon after. And I think that was a really, really fun way to do it, and really, you know, it's really cool to do something like that and record it when it's really, really fresh, and you're not thinking about it too much. Walt will throw himself into something like that, and Ryan started to as well. I think it was a little bit more foreign to Peter to do, because his approach playing guitars is very much more playing the song with the band over and over again, and the ideas will come to him and he fleshes them out kind of on the spot, you know. But it was something I wanted to try because we hadn't done that before, you know. It had always been more at rehearsal, here's the song, go, let's figure it out, you know. And I wanted the guys to, and some of these songs, to absorb them more, even if they didn't sit down and try to play them or come up with parts. Just sit with them and listen to them for a couple weeks and kind of absorb the vibe of the song.
By the wayside.
You know, Mary comes up with great harmonies so quickly, right on the spot. She sings on three songs. She sings on Kinda Sorta Wrong, and she sings on Perfect, and she sings on Barstools and Landmines. Tom Eaton from Cletus and the Burners plays mandolin on Kinda Sorta Wrong. Mike Costello plays upright bass on Kinda Sorta Wrong. My friend Justin Krause plays pedal steel on Birthday, Barstools, and Landmines, and the song that closes the album, Untitled. And Mike Stark plays synthesizer and organ on 3 songs. Rick Hansen also plays accordion on Wish. It was really cool to work with those people, and there's definitely more of a guest presence. There's not as much sonic tomfoolery or whatever, you know, that was on Halogen Suns. We kept it pretty straight, you know. Barstools and Landmines is my favorite song on the album because it was one of those ones we demoed and tried out, and you know, Ryan came up with this really kind of lopsided drum beat that works perfectly with the vocal, and Walt came up with this beautiful melodic bass line, and Peter came up with these really atmospheric arpeggios over everything, and it's just a really pretty song and very different from anything we've done before, and I think that's my favorite song on the album, and I think it's probably a bit more indicative of where we're going in some respects musically.
It's better left alone. It's better and best unknown. It's better left alone at the station. A credit to the nation, reeking of soft